Since I needed to take a break on movie-related videos, I decided to do a Nickelodeon-related video. Since I already did 4 individual videos, and no worries, I'm going to save SpongeBob in a future video. So I originally wanted to title the video, "When Did I Stop Watching Nickelodeon Channel?" But then I decided to go with, "What do I miss about Nickelodeon?" which, that sounds about right. So yeah, this is going to be a video about it. I watched the channel as a kid, just like any people around my age. But then by 2012, I was starting not to watch much. I mean, yeah, I watched here and there, but I was getting older. It was around when I was a sophomore in high school, going into junior the same year, and I was 17 at the time. So after 10 years was when it all changed. I watched Nicktoons and some live action shows, and this is when shows were starting to phase out and new shows were coming in. However, some new shows either lasted for cancellation or some lasted for too long. Keep in mind that I mentioned in the Legend of Korra video that 2012 was when cable ratings started to decline and streaming service was about to take over. I'm still not shocked at all for that. It feels like I was about to lose interest in some shows like SpongeBob and Fairly OddParents, and even some shows that ended at the right time like iCarly and Victorious. Plus, the main channel doesn't air all the past shows. They moved to the side channel like Nicktoons and T-Nick. And to this day, you can watch the past shows on Paramount Plus streaming service. Still, I was a fan of Nicktoons during those years, especially the 90s and the 2000s. But yeah, 2010s was not good. I will say, Legend of Korra was a lifesaver during its downfall because it was a good show, in which I've talked about it in the 10-year anniversary video if you want more on that. As for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, while I appreciate that the show got rebooted and Nick owning the brand as of today, it's not for me. Now, The Loud House, that could have came out in late 90s, early 2000s, but I will see since the show does look good, and I haven't seen it to this day. As for live action shows, well, I'm only going to do the Dan Schneider shows. This was when 2 of his shows were getting pretty good during a couple years. Then in June 2012, iCarly announced its ending for a 5th season. And then a couple months after that, Victorious announced its ending, but it was actually a cancellation. So yeah, they ended their shows quickly. Then in 2013, Sam and Cat, a spin-off of 2 shows with 2 different characters, made it on TV, which I have watched a couple episodes when it came out. It was alright. I'm glad I saw it when it was on. But then in 2014, Sam and Cat got cancelled during mid-season due to its feud with Jeanette McCurdy. And to add insult to injury, Henry Danger, Dan's new show, came out a week after Sam and Cat ended. So at least that happened. This is when Dan's shows were starting to fall and ended. Still, I'm sure there's one live action show that's not Schneider's that's good. Anyways, the main question for the video of what do I miss about the channel, and that is the charm factor. Yes, the writing, characters, story, and humor are main ones, but I think it's the charm. I know I'm not saying anything bad about new shows for Nickelodeon as of today. Fair enough, but I grew up with the main ones. And during that downfall, I was watching Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra because those are smart and intelligent shows. And like I said, I was getting older during that start. I had to move on to other things. I will always be a Nickelodeon fan, but only in the past. So yeah, that is everything for this video. I'll see you guys for the next new video.